Hey, good morning. It's Tony on the road again. Hey, I wanted to spend a few minutes sharing with you the one critical document that you must have to be able to access benefits for your parents when the time comes. And that is what's called a durable power of attorney. Now, durable means it survives your parents' incompetence. So in other words, if your parent becomes mentally incompetent where they can't make decisions, the power of attorney doesn't cease to be valid. It's still valid because that's when you really need it, right? So that's what the durable means. Power of attorney, most people know what that is, but that is giving you the, where your parents are giving you the authority to act on their behalf legally for financial and business type matters. So signing deeds, changing beneficiaries, accessing bank accounts, giving liquidation orders on brokerage accounts, or transferring brokerage accounts, or writing checks on brokerage accounts or checking accounts, or whatever you need to do financially or legally for your parent, you cannot do if you don't have a power of attorney, unless your parent has already become incompetent. You had to go to court and get a guardianship. So let me tell you a quick story here. I've seen this happen many times. Child needs to rearrange some assets to get mom Medicaid for nursing home care. It's $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a month for the nursing home, and the child really needs to get this done. The problem is that mom is not competent to sign a power of attorney, so nobody's going to notarize it, and the child shouldn't be trying to get it anyway, right? So you have to then petition the court, and even in an emergency temporary guardianship, it has to, it's a couple of weeks at the soonest, generally speaking. So if you don't have a power of attorney, you need to rearrange some things. Mom's not competent or dad's not competent. You got to go to court. You're going to spend $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. It's going to take at least a couple of weeks just for the emergency temporary. Then you got to go back and get the permanent guardianship, which is doing it in 2 steps is going to increase your cost. It's a nightmare is maybe an overstatement, but it is not something that anybody would want to do if they understood how it works. So I am telling you, the way you avoid that is to get a power of attorney. Now, I'm not giving you legal advice. This is pretty common knowledge. Most people know they need a power of attorney, and if you don't know that, I'm just trying to educate you. And if you do know that, I'm trying to stress the importance of getting that done, because mom or dad has a massive stroke, something happens that they're in a car accident, they're in a coma, who knows what can happen, right? They can no longer sign it. You're now forced into a guardianship proceeding. Generally an attorney on both sides, an accountant on both sides, doctors that have to go determine the incompetence. It's just a tough process. So here's what I'm telling you. If you don't have a power of attorney, you need to get one. In Florida, it needs to have 7 what are called superpowers. Now, what superpowers are is 7 items that, unless they're specifically initialed off on, you don't have the power to do. So not only do you need a power of attorney, you need to make sure that you understand what those superpowers are and get them appropriately initialed. Now that's if your power of attorney is after 2011. Now, 2 more quick things and we'll close this up. Number 1, if you have a little 1 or 2 page power of attorney, it's probably not adequate. You probably need one that's 10, 11, 12, 13 pages. And you say, wait a minute, that's really general. It is, and I know that, but my experience is, in the complicated world in which we live, you cannot get everything you need said in 2 pages, because the banks and the brokerages and the insurance companies and all the people you're going to have to deal with have gotten very particular about the language being very specific in those documents about what you can and cannot do. So, if you got a little short one, you probably need to update it. You need to talk to an attorney about that. If you have one that doesn't have superpowers that was drafted after 2011, you absolutely need to talk to an attorney about that. If you have one without superpowers drafted before 2011, probably, you know, could be okay, but it wouldn't hurt to get it reviewed and updated, because the older those things are, the harder it is to get people to take them. So if you need a referral to a quality attorney that will be reasonable with you, that can deal with things by telephone if need be, that will explain things to you, help you understand what's going on, you give me a ring. I am happy to refer you to several competent attorneys that are used to working with people over the telephone. If that's the most convenient for the client, they're happy to see you in their office as well. They'll be reasonable with you. They'll work with you. They'll help you understand what's going on. So give me a ring. Always happy to help. Thanks.